Good morning, guys. Welcome to Wednesday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all doing well. We're halfway through the week now. The weekend you can sort of taste it just around the corner a little bit. And as the week goes on, as is usually the case, the racing is getting better. Bit of a poor day in terms of quality yesterday, and today I actually think it's pretty decent for a Wednesday. A few horses to look out for, some really good races, some big tracks with meetings on as well. And I think we should have a decent day today. Racing comes from Lingfield, Pontefract, Brighton, Yarmouth, Kempton, and then there's a meeting at Sligo over in Ireland as well. Before we get started with today's video, a reminder this is a live Q&A session. If you did want to join in, if you've got any questions about any of today's, yesterday's, or forthcoming days of racing, then please do feel free to get in touch. Or alternatively, if there's a feature you'd like me to add to the video or just to FRT Gold in general, or you've got some ideas or certain types of bets that you really like doing but perhaps don't have the success you want and you want a bit of a help with that, then please do feel free to get in touch. That's what this video and what FRT Gold is all about. It's all about making you guys happy. So, any suggestions are always welcome. So we'll have a quick look at yesterday, and it's becoming a bit of a theme the last couple of days. We've just sort of been hitting the crossbar a bit. We're producing winners. I mean, yesterday we had a decent next best bet winner, won that with ease. The Little Earner managed to place, but then I really thought we were going to get that premium tip winner again. The horse was back from 13 to 8 into odds on, but just couldn't do it, just finished second in the end and ran into a horse that probably a little bit better than him, which is a real shame. But I hope we turn that around today. We're sort of hitting the crossbar, which I prefer. I know it's even more frustrating when it happens, but I'd rather it was like this than having one winner and then the rest of the horses finishing nowhere. They're finishing close, and as I say, we just do have that one winner just to keep the betting bank ticking over as such, but we want that big profit, and I'm sure that big payday is just around the corner. Hopefully that can come today. As always, going in today confident. As I said, I've got 6 meetings in total to pick from today, and it was a bit of hard work trimming down the shortlist, which is always good. I mean, sometimes the shortlist can just come to 6 or 7 horses. It was up at about 10 or so today, so that meant that there were plenty there, and we could have a look at the prices, market moves, and things like that, and also just with confidence and see which ones to go for. So in the end, we went with the premium tip is in the 220 at Brighton, and it's L'Attaque, currently a 15 to 8 shot. That's from 2 to 1 when first tipped up this morning. It's Richard Hughes and Richard Hannon teaming up here, and they actually have a really good strike rate here at Brighton. I think it's around about 60% or so, which is certainly promising, especially when they've got probably the best horse in the race as well. Was outclassed in the Weatherby Super Sprint behind the likes of Tiggy Wiggy, the stablemate last time out, but this is a big drop down in class. There's no doubt about that. I think it was put in there just as for a bit of a chance, really, rather than anything, and I don't think it was ever really going to get anywhere near. Did win at Lingfield though, so has some all-weather form to bring into this, and was also second at Goodwood. And Goodwood, it's a Group 1 track where some of the big horses go and the big yards go, and a second there, and what looked to be a decent second. I think that kind of form coming into a track like Brighton, I think that kind of form should be enough here. So I think if this horse shows similar ability to that win at Lingfield and the second at Goodwood, and who knows, even that last place finish in the Weatherby Super Sprint, that kind of run, you never know, could be enough. But I think that form would be good enough today, and just looks to be looks to have a really good chance for Hughes and Hannon. I don't think there's too many rather be backing here around Brighton, and I think we're looking at a good premium tip there today. The next best bet, that is Anchilican, and that's at 7 to 4, and that's been backed from 9 to 4 this morning. So also another horse being backed. This horse has actually come down in the weights a fair bit this season and looks to be off a really winnable mark right now. Sorry, was beaten second by a neck in what looked to be a decent race at Hamilton last time out, and I think has all the quality to go one better here, or not even one better, it's a neck better in this one, running off that same mark. Again, the Mark Johnson yard is in outstanding form at the moment, and I think they're probably confident this horse can do the business. The horse has been improving with each run so far this season as well, and one more improvement, even if it's the slightest, just a couple of percent or so in improvement, then you'd expect this one to have enough. And I think we're looking at a good premium tip and next best bet there. If you got that 9 to 4 and 2 to 1, that could make a really good double, as well as of course doing them as singles, 3 points and 2 points for that. And I think we've got some good value and hopefully a really good couple of winners there. The little earner for today, that goes in the 350 at Brighton, and it's Desert Society. This horse at 10 to 1. That's from 11 to 1 this morning. So the market's speaking positively for all our horses at the moment. And I think 10 to 1's only being offered with Bet365, I believe. And some other firms are even as short as 8 to 1 on Desert Society right now. It's Richard Hughes and Richard Hannon once again. So we're banking on them having a good day at Brighton today. Was actually poor at Ascot last time out, can't get away from that, but has won over this course and distance before, and I think Ascot is a track that attracts. That's a funny I was saying, a track that attracts better horses than what Brighton does. Brighton's a fairly low grade track in my opinion, and I think this kind of track, this kind of race should suit the horse much more. Has won over course and distance before, which is always vital at a track like Brighton as well. I think should go well and looks to be really good value to place at the very least. Could even come out on top here. I think Hughes will give it an excellent ride like he does most of his horses, and yeah, I think should enjoy the track today. The trip, that's no problem at all. It's proven over that. Just I think right that Ascot form off. And back over a track, it's in the kind of grade you'd expect this horse to perform in. I think that could be a good bit of value today. Okay, we've got 2 1-point win-only singles as well today, and both of these being backed as well in the 340 at Pontefract, I believe it is. Yeah, it is 340 at Pontefract. We have Rocket Ship, and that horse was at 5 to 2 when first tipped. Now currently best priced at 2 to 1. This horse was a really comfortable winner here at Pontefract last time out. That was in a race where he's heavily odds on. A tougher test today, but I think the horse will have the confidence and the quality needed to come out on top here, and very nearly made it as the next best bet actually. And then in the 720 at Yarmouth, it's Swendab. Now this horse was a 6 to 1 when advised, so somewhat of an outsider in that one to really try and boost profit, but the market once again speaking positively for this horse is now the 4 to 1 favourite. There's no non-runners or anything, so no rule 4 there, so the horse is just being well backed, and that's a really good sign, and that 6 to 1 is looking like a bit of a steal there, so hopefully we can manage to do the business there. So yeah, feeling good that we're going to have a decent day today. As I say, we've been hitting the crossbar, so hopefully today is the one where we finally smash the back of the net and get that premium tip and next best bet double up. That's what we really want. That then just sets the ball rolling for an excellent day, and anything else other than that is profit. I think the little earner will do well to place again. Not do well to place again, but I think the little earner will be placing again and even has the quality for the win. I think that's positive. And obviously, as I said, for those 1-point singles, the market moves are really positive there. And with the way it's going, it looks as though Swendab's going to be backed a little bit more and could go off quite a short price, and perhaps shorter than it should be. But yeah, just spotted that 6 to 1 this morning and thought that looked to be a decent bit of value. So yeah, that's just about it for today's video. From tomorrow, we'll start looking ahead to the weekend, and I think there's just a couple of Group 3s perhaps to look forward to this weekend. It's not the most enthralling, but no doubt be plenty to talk about, and all eyes start to lead towards the Ebor Festival as well. But in the middle of writing Horse's Mouth magazine for this next month as well. Crazy to think how quickly that comes around. But if there's any features or any opinions you've got on that as well that you'd like me to include, then please do get those in this week, and we can do that for you. But got some really good things lined up. Got a couple of good interviews, and also we're introducing the football. As you know, the football tips are now coming onto Gold and into your email to you. The tips from Dean they're being emailed to you as well as the horses. So you've got it's a wider range. We're trying to give you as much as possible, and as well as that, there's going to be a 4-page pullout, just a small pullout from this month's magazine with an introduction to Dean and all of the football tips and banter that you quite like in the magazine, just to widen the magazine audience as well, and hopefully give you something a little bit extra. But all that horse racing content will still be in there. That's just about it for today's video. Once again, thank you so much for everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. But yeah, hopefully we can have a really good day today, and as I say, finally get that ball under the crossbar rather than hitting it. So thanks for watching today. Speak to you a little bit later on. Let's have a good day of bookie bashing. Bye bye.